What is the very first thing you remember? Your first day of school? Your childhood home? A familiar face? But what if some of the most important experiences of your life happened before you could remember anything at all? Before your first breath? Before your first cry? Before you ever opened your eyes? According to science, the world was already reaching you. And for nearly 9 months, you lived inside a hidden universe, unlike anything you would ever experience again. Long before you knew what the world looked like, you floated inside a warm, fluid-filled environment. No sunlight, no sky, no words, only darkness. Yet this darkness was far from empty. It was alive with sound, movement, rhythm, and constant change. For nearly 40 weeks, this was your entire universe. Every human being who has ever lived began here. To the outside world, it was simply a womb. But to a developing baby, it was an entire universe. Not because it was vast, but because no place could have been more important. Many people imagine the womb as a quiet place, but researchers discovered something surprising. The womb is actually filled with sound. The steady beat of the mother's heart, the rushing flow of blood through vessels, the sounds of digestion, the movement of organs. For a developing baby, these sounds become the background music of life, day after day, night after night. A rhythm that never stops. Among all the sounds surrounding the baby, one sound stands above the rest: the mother's voice. Studies suggest that babies can hear and become familiar with it before birth. Researchers have even observed that newborns often prefer their mother's voice shortly after entering the world. Think about that. Before seeing her face, before being held in her arms, a baby may already know the sound of her voice. But hearing is only part of the story. Scientists have discovered that flavor molecules from food can enter the amniotic fluid. As the baby swallows this fluid, small traces of those flavors may be experienced. Sweet foods, garlic, vanilla, various spices. Long before the first meal, the baby may already be receiving tiny previews of the world outside. Can a baby learn before being born? For many years, people assumed the answer was no. But research suggests otherwise. Studies indicate that babies can become familiar with repeated sounds and patterns while still inside the womb. The developing brain is not simply waiting. It is already adapting, already processing information, already preparing for life beyond birth. Learning may begin far earlier than we once imagined. Before a baby learns words, before language has any meaning, something remarkable may already be happening. Researchers have found that babies can become familiar with patterns of sound while still inside the womb. Not understanding them, not translating them, but recognizing them. The rhythm of a voice, the melody of speech, the repeated sounds they hear day after day. Some studies even suggest that newborns show a preference for the language they heard before birth. Imagine that. Before seeing the world, before speaking a single word, the developing brain may already be listening, already learning, already preparing for the voices waiting on the other side. What happens when a mother laughs? The baby may not understand the joke, but it can experience the effects. The body moves. Breathing changes. The abdomen gently shifts. Inside the womb, the baby floats within this moving environment, like gentle waves crossing a calm ocean. For the developing child, even a laugh can become part of the experience. Life is not always filled with laughter. Researchers have also explored what happens when a mother experiences sadness or stress. Changes in hormones, changes in breathing, changes in heart rate. Mother and baby remain connected throughout pregnancy in remarkable ways. Not as two completely separate worlds, but as two lives sharing one environment, one journey, one beginning. Another mystery remains. Do babies dream before birth? Scientists have observed periods of sleep inside the womb, including activity similar to REM sleep, the same phase associated with dreaming in children and adults. No one knows exactly what a fetus experiences during these moments. But while floating in darkness, the developing brain remains active, growing, organizing, preparing for the future.